I'm a Wizard.
Hi, I'm Yesey Bucket.
You're watching the Dropping Dimes podcast by J.I. Dimes.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Dropping Dimes podcast Daily Dimes series. And for today's episode, we have all the games, including the Warriors versus the Mavs. What a jam by Draymond Green. And then for our quick dimer thoughts, we will be talking about the return of Sotto and his big decision to play for Gilas instead of playing for the Team Ignite. And then we have still, of course, our top plays of the night. Yes, sir. The Dropping Dimes podcast Daily Dimes series starts right about now. Okay, so let's kick off the episode with a travel back in time, way back February 5, 1982. Nate Tiny Archibald of the Boston Celtics dished out 23 dimes. Yes, sir, 23 assists in a 145-144 win over the Denver Nuggets. What a game there for Nate Tiny Archibald. So let's now proceed to our Spin and Dime segment. Yeah, so for our Spin and Dime segment, yes sir. Again, this is in collaboration with Sports Daily News. You can follow him on Instagram at sports_daily news_. So we have the following games. We only have 5 games for today, including the Jazz beating the Hawks 112-91, led by that guy, Jordan Clarkson. And then the Warriors winning against the Mavs 147-116. Kelly Oubre had a monster game. The Blazers, led by Gary Trent Jr., won against the Sixers 121-105. And the Houston Rockets, led by John Wall, beating the Grizzlies 115-103. Then the Lakers, with LeBron's triple-double, winning against the Denver Nuggets 114-93. Let's now go to our featured game. First featured game of the night, we have this one, Portland against Philadelphia. Trent Jr. Yes, sir. Gary Trent Jr. was on fire all game long, including this 3. What a game for Gary Trent Jr. As the Blazers beating the Sixers 121-105. Gary Trent Jr. with 24, 3 and 3. Carmelo Anthony had 22, 4 and 5. And how about the rookie CJ Ellaby, 15, 7 and 1. Joel Embiid had 37 but only had 5 boards. Tobias Harris had a double-double with 12 and 11. And the rookie Tyrese Maxey from Kentucky had 15, 2 and 4. Let's now go to the second featured game. Okay, for the second feature game, it was this guy, Kelly Oubre Jr. Yes, sir, he was really feeling it. And just like what my good friend and classmate Ali Sanggalang would say, umubra si Oubre. Yes, sir. 40 big points for Kelly Oubre in a 147-116 blowout against Luka and the Dallas Mavericks. Oh my goodness. 48 and 2. And then Steph had 28, 3 and 6, while Andrew Wiggins continues to ball for the Warriors. 18, 3 and 2. These two guys, Oubre and Wiggins, proving to me they're not the Brick Brothers after all. How about Luka? 27, 6 and 6. Kristaps had 25, 5 and 3, and Tim Hardaway Jr. had 19, 3 and 1, but they got blown out big time by the Warriors. Let's now proceed to the next featured game. And this guy, yes sir, Yesey. Yes, proud Filipino-American Jordan Clarkson. Yes, kababayan natin yan, si Jordan Clarkson. What a game for Yesey. Still my pick for 6th man of the year. Hashtag take note. Okay, so the Jazz beating the Hawks 112-91. Yesey, Jordan Clarkson at 23-7. How about John Bogdanovich 21-6-1, and Donovan Mitchell had 18-3-5. My main man John Collins had 17-7-1, but did not shoot the ball particularly well, and that really kind of hurt my field goal percentage in fantasy league. And then Kevin Herter 16-1-1, and Cam Reddish had 12-2-3. Let's now go to the last featured game for this episode. We have King James backing down. Michael Porter Jr. Turnaround fadeaway swish. Nothing but bottom for King James as the Lakers blew out the Nuggets 114-93. But this wasn't like a blowout. This was still a very close game. In fact, when LeBron hit that shot, they were actually down by 1. LeBron had 27, 10, and 10. Talen Horton Tucker. Yes, sir. You can't spell talent without Talen. Talen had 17, 3, and 2. Dennis Schroeder, 21, 2, and 4. And then Jamal Murray. Yes, sir. These are my guys. These are my main guys at 23 and 5. Oh my goodness. Jokic had a subpar game, 13, 10, and 6. And Monte Morris had 16, 1, and 1. And so those are the games for today in our spin and dime segment. Thank you again to Sports Daily News for all the stats and the updates. Let's now proceed to our next segment, the Quick Dimer Thoughts. Yes, Quick Dimer Thoughts. This is how we dime. And we will be I'll be sharing my thoughts on the return of Filipino phenom Kai Sotto. Yes, this week, that was the big news. Kai Sotto arriving. He's going through quarantine right now. Then he will be joining the Gilas team as they prepare for it's almost here, right? They'll be going to Doha to play against Korea and play in that FIBA Asia window. But again, more than anything else, the big news here is what Kai will be missing out. That's really the issue. We've read a lot of articles on it regarding what Kai will miss out. He won't be able to play in the G League anymore, etc. A lot of I can't blame others for saying that he probably made a bad decision. That was his one chance to really show the scouts in the NBA that he belongs, etc. That Gilas can wait. Though I also agree with them, but it's hard for me to make a comment when I don't really know the whole story regarding why Kai all of a sudden decided, I'll just play for Gilas. And then when you look back, you look into all these stories, and again, just like what I mentioned in like some episodes back, there might be a possibility that Kai also got bothered with all the personalities or the egos that his teammates kind of have, right? And we can't blame that. Jalen Green was the number 1 prospect throughout high school. Jonathan Kuminga was a top 5 prospect throughout high school. And then here comes Kai Sotto out of nowhere, becomes a 4-star recruit. He's a 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan. Super popular, etc. So, I don't know how they actually meshed. Did they actually mesh? Given the fact that those other teammates of his, even Isaiah Todd, even Deshaun Nix, were all highly regarded when they were in high school, and they were always, used to getting the the exposure whatsoever. And if that is really the issue, maybe that's also the reason why Kai didn't want to play for them anymore. The plays, as we all know, were really centered on Kuminga and Jalen Green. Kai couldn't really get any shot, even though he was open. No one was really passing the ball to him. And then we all know the issue as a result, guys like Mike Schmitz and Jonathan Givney, they've not been very kind to Kai as well. He's gonna go undrafted based on mock drafts. So there's really a possibility that Kai probably just wants to, the reason why he wants to, or he chose to just play for Gilas is because he just wants to play and he wants to be able to play his game in a way that he can really showcase his skills. Basketball is all about confidence, and maybe his confidence really got hit because of the egos of some of his teammates. I don't know. I'm not so sure, or the fact that he's not really involved with any of the, in the game plan whatsoever. So maybe he's trying to regain some of that confidence back and show that, I've improved a lot and I want to show the world that I really can play in the NBA. I don't really know if those scouts will really care whatever Kai does in the FIBA Asia, but again, the best that we can do is to support the young fella. I support Kai. I hope, he doesn't get injured or anything. And eventually, talent beats everything out. If you can show that you can play, doesn't matter what your draft ranking is, doesn't matter if you go undrafted. If you can show everyone that you can play and you get that chance, then it will still work out, right? So I hope Kai will still get a chance to do that, and hopefully still gets to help Gilas and, more importantly, fulfill his NBA dream as well. So good luck to Kai and also to the rest of Gilas Pilipinas in their upcoming FIBA Asia qualifiers. Okay? So, yes, sir. So that's it for our quick timer thoughts. Let's now proceed to our top plays of the night. So for our top plays of the night, let's start with number 5. At number 5, we have this play from the Lakers. They've got Alex Caruso passing it to, and then Talen Horton Tucker with a sick finish. What a move by THT. Let's now go to number 4. At number 4, Kelly Oubre. How about the taunt after blocking Boban Marjanovic? When you get to block Boban like this, it means that you're really having a great night. What a game for Kelly Oubre Jr. Let's now go to number 3. At number 3, we have this play from the Nuggets, courtesy of Jamal Buckets Murray, but this time dishing it to Michael Porter. What a move. How about that move? How about the behind the back? And then the drop pass to Michael Porter Jr. for the finish. Let's go to number 2. At number 2, we have this play from John Wall to Christian Wood. 2 hands for safety. Christian Wood got injured during this game. Wishing him all the best. Get well soon, Christian Wood. And at number 1, we have this play from Ja Morant. What a pass. No look to Brandon Clark. What a nice pass by Ja and Brandon Clark with a nasty finish. And those are the top plays of the night. So for our shout outs, as promised, yes sir, happy birthday to Sir Mark Anthony Lim. Yes, he's more than a great co-teacher. He's an even greater friend, one of the best chemistry teachers in the country. Happy birthday, Sir Mark. A former top was that? Top 10 outstanding students. And I think that was way back in 2017 or 16. I don't know, something like that. So happy birthday, sir. Enjoy your day. And he's also the man behind Paradigm Shift, by the way, So please follow Paradigm Shift. Like and follow that. It's on Facebook. I think it also has an Instagram page. You can follow it also. Again, happy birthday to Sir Mark Lim. And with that, we end this episode again. If you haven't done it yet, please subscribe and share the video, leave a comment, and smash on the like button so that you can follow all the videos of the Dropping Dimes podcast by J.I. Dimes. Many thanks as well to M.A. Wizard and Yesey Buckets for the introduction. And with that, we end episode 33 of the Daily Dimes series. Sorry, medyo na busy lang po kaya natigil ang mga episodes. Special shoutout din kay Sir G. Okay, kay Sir G. Gonzalez, fan or supporter of the podcast. Thank you po, sir, sa pag-support. And so with that, we'll see you on the next episode. This is J.I. Darn saying, when you're tired, magpahinga ka. Okay, piliin ang sarili. Okay, at huwag parusahan. Piliing magpahinga, piliing mahalin ang sarili. Yes, sir. Okay, and with that, keep safe, everyone.